Hello and welcome everybody to CoNDOR XII, or CoNDOR 12. Our 12th season of this amazing racing league that we have built from the ground up. We are about to watch a hype match here between Crate and Ocre. Switch over to it now because they are ready. I am ready. GLHFs across the board. Let's go. It's going to be a really fun match. Let's do it. Hope you're excited. If you are new to Necrodancer, you don't have to out yourself, but if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. I will be happy to respond to those questions. We are underway. This is a 1v1 race against two exceptionally good racers, as you can see, optimally getting through that 1-1 almost entirely, beat for beat the whole way, which is really, really cool. Finding just a bomb pack. Getting those bombs early, really nice. Now, they might have accidentally skipped the blood shop by pushing through that 1-1 so quickly. I can anticipate that both these racers, knowing each other very well, are going to be pushing very fast here and not really interested in doing too much farming. But we will see as this match progresses. Really awesome. So we got an early lead here for Ocre. She is probably going to use a bomb. Oh, she looks like she's been using some bombs to speed up here. Not sure if they're going to bomb that crate or not. Seems like the right meta here, given that her opponent is crate. You know, get it? But Crate is going to get a map out of this. Did find the Shrine of Space. Now, could have taken Miner's Cap. Ooh, this is an awkward drangle here for Ocre. Meanwhile, Crate's going to fight the dragon on the next floor, and it is a slow fight because it's Conga, so this is kind of a downside to dropping down early. If it's death metal, it's good. Conga, not so much. Little leprechaun milking there for Ocre as well. Ocre's picking up all the things, managed to use that dragon to break the crate and get a cheese for their troubles. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a Miner's Cap versus Map. The classic. Ooh, and a quick check here. Ooh, it's a Blood Broadsword, not what Ocre wants. Meanwhile, Crate might have, I think, did keep their multiplier, but opted to... Oh, no, they lost their multiplier. Shoot. So Crate is pretty much base build here going into Zone 2. Miner's Cap for Ocre. So this is already very sketchy for Crate. Ooh, that bounce trap. A surprising bounce trap. We're going to use all these extra bombs to check that crate for Crate. And it is, in fact, some armor. The weapon, though, not amazing, but still really good. It's a bit of swarm control for Ocre, which, of course, Ocre will be facing some swarms with the Miner's Cap. So, Staff is a pretty decent pickup. It's also health regen, but it is not damage up. And we might see ourselves, I think, Specialty Dagger is the way to go here for Crate. Crate is going to get that Specialty Dagger, and it's a Dagger of Frost. The worst of the Specialty Daggers. RNG is not going Crate's way, nor is it really going Ocre's way. So, oh, this is sketch. A little sketchy situation for Crate here. With the dragon borrowing down on Crate. And a Gi for pickup for Ocre. Ocre with the Big Dig Gi now has 3 damage, which is like a lot of damage. With Crate only having 2 damage, but it is a Frost Dagger, so you'll see just how quickly Crate will kill Death Metal. Now, does Crate go for purple, or does Crate go for black here? Big question. It's going to be purple. It's not great. Ocre's going to be going for black, I imagine. Armor or weapon? No, I'm wrong. Earth Tomes is the take. Now, there is almost no chance that Ocre did not see that that was Earth Tomes. Ocre is definitely a experienced racer, and she's definitely screen watching. And yeah, Crate just barely keeping ahead. Kind of an awkward fight there for Ocre, but a very nicely done Earth Tome to save their situation. And looks like a lot of scanning around. Probably going to be doing some laser strats here, trying to take out that Minotaur. Crate having to face tank this dragon, missing on an Earth Tome, and this is about to get real sketchy. The player in my brain right now was like, how do you handle this? So this is a little slow for Crate, and this is going to allow Ocre to catch up here. Once again, we are very, very close. Ocre using that staff exceptionally well, but look out, because we have quite the swarm. You can see the strength of the of that 3 damage staff there. Staff, of course, is extremely sketchy. Oh no, Crate losing their multiplier again, getting hit by a pawn. So they're going to be going into Zone 4 with a pretty bad build, all things considered. We'll see if Crate decides to switch out from the staff or not. Now we're going to get some ring checks here. That's a little extra damage for Crate, and lead boots for some goo protection. So a really nice find in that Conjurer. Meanwhile, Ochre just swapping over to a freeze scroll. So a little more safety, but didn't go for the weapon swap. All right. And that was a nice little holy water plate there from Crate to heal up and to clear out enemies that were around. And a glass shovel swap for a quick Necrodancer if Crate can manage to keep that alive. Speaking of staying alive, though, things getting really sketchy there for Ochre, but Ochre actually manages to handle it. And that is part of what makes Ochre so good at this game, is just staying alive at all costs. And that was really exceptional, given that they were solo on health. And plus, they do have some regen with this staff, so looking okay. You can actually see that Ochre has now officially passed Crate. Their build being just a little better than Crate's. Crate a little bit sketched out maybe by this Frost Dagger. Probably racers are less familiar with that weapon than other weapons. Not sure if Crate was trying to take a Telemonkey there. But yeah, Ochre just piling through. Probably partly due to the Miner's Cap. Mapping in Zone 4 is fairly easy because it's just diagonal. Ooh, and a Obsidian Cutlass swap. That's okay. It's a little bit of safety, but it can cost you some time with all the parries and stuff. I'm not sure that was a good take. We'll find out. Might be even slower. Ooh, and what a find for Ochre. A quick potion, of course, quicker to get because of the Miner's Cap. But a little bit of mismapping here, and of course, Miner's Cap in Zone 5 means you're going to be swarmed by enemies. Luckily, with that staff, should be able to handle a lot of these swarms, and a very nice use of the Gorgon statue. Now, it's a dig through here for Crate, so you'll see Crate will be able to get through this a little faster than Ochre, missing out on the potion. But with this weapon, it's just kind of slow, and sending that Minotaur north. All right, and ooh, a little bit of a swarm here for Ochre. Ochre having to dodge. Again, Ochre does not have a lot of health in this situation, given that they only have the leather armor, so they have to be very, very careful not to just get dropped. But then again, Crate also has fake-ish armor. Obsidian is not great. But they're on the same floor. Crate keeping it close. Crate also getting another lucky map here. So the map paying out big time in Zone 5, where these dig-through maps are allowing Crate to gain ground. And that Cutlass actually being really helpful in that fight there. And Ochre taking a few hits, but we are on Dead Ringer at the exact same time. Now, if we take stock of where they're at, we're doing staff strats. So Ochre doing staff strats, working out very nicely. It looks like we're going to do Japanese strats here for Crate. Also good, but obviously a little bit slower. So Crate's going to be slower into the Necrodancer fight. 3 bombs for Ochre, 7 bombs for Crate, which means Crate's going to be just a sniff faster. But using Dorian's Flail to kill out those turnips. And of course, Crate cannot bomb themselves, but Ochre was able to. So Ochre's going to be just a little bit faster than his first phase. But a bad spawn there is going to require some serious lures, whereas I believe Crate already got a hit. So Crate's actually tying this up right here. Nope, now Ochre getting some very nice lures. It all comes down to these Necrodancer teleports. This is getting really, really close. Hunting down that Necrodancer. 1 more hit for Ochre. 2 more hits for Crate. There's the last hit for Ochre. Crate having 1 more hit here, but some awkward enemy placements. That is going to be Ochre. Stunning race for the two. Wow. GG's, that was awesome. What a good race that was. Really, really close. Ochre did have the edge for the vast majority of that run, I'd say. I think the Miner's Cap was the difference, but it was not much of a difference. It really wasn't. That was super close. Let's take a quick look at this play here from Ochre. Watch how close her health goes down to almost nothing. Big surround. Gets hit by all the things, manages that heal, also on goo, but it works out. GG's to Ochre. What a race. I'm gonna eat some food. I was rap god in there for a bit. Hold up. All right, and here we go for race 2. I did not notice when this happened, but Ocre actually got a gi from a need scroll, and that's where that gi came from. So big yikes to that. Now, Ocre does one level lower on a dig and finds a harp, but is going to skip the harp. Now, early harp takes aren't unheard of, and I think Crate's going to go for it. It does take away some of the issues of getting rid of your throwable dagger early, because you can still aggro Coral Rift in most cases, which of course that is the big concern. If you do not have a throw bomb kill on Coral Rift, and you get something like, we've seen it many times, get like a rapier with, oh, and this Vacation Minotaur is going far away. So this is going to be Ocre in lead position here. Crate's going to have to draft, which of course is something you see a lot in CoNDOR racing. Racers who are behind do have slight advantage by being able to see the mistakes and choices that their opponent make, and then basing their actions off of that. And we're going to see that, yeah, Crate's already almost caught right up, and we get ourselves the steak knife, or the obsidian dagger. So nice pickup there, and we've got what appears to be a blood shop. We will check it. It is the blood shop, which means there is another secret shop on the different floor. And a glass torch, or glorch, pickup for Crate. Little sketchy. Ocre's going to milk the leprechaun there and get the luck charm early. Looks like Crate, with this giant vision from the glorch, actually sees a scroll. Oh my god, though. Ocre gets a godlike pull there from the Shrine of Luck, which of course Crate won't be able to get because of the lack of luck charm. They're not going to get nearly as much stuff, and Crate gets one of the best weapons in the game, the obsidian rapier. So that was a huge pull for Ocre. This is putting Crate in behind. Oh, and the pink shovel was in the shop. This is now, I hesitate to even mention this, but I have seen Ocre play a lot, and Ocre finds builds. I've raced Ocre, and it was the same situation where I felt like I was making the objectively right choices. Ocre was making other choices that I didn't quite agree with, obviously, because I was racing. But she always found such good stuff. And yeah, just knows when to farm. And I mean, 1-3 is a great place to farm. Oh, but a titanium cap pull actually could keep pace with this obsidian rapier. So a really nice find for Crate in that black chest. Now, of course, without the pink shovel, this is a little bit dangerous. This Dranglin is awkward. Cats are awkward too sometimes when there's enemies flanking from both sides, but handled. And you can see Ocre already taking the lead here. This pink shovel is just so fast, and it's really, really going to be just almost near impossible for Crate to really keep up with this. Crate's going to need to find something like a Ring of Courage or something of that sort. So Crate is going to check, and this shop is pretty stacked. Look at all those goodies. We got the Earth Tome. The Earth Tome can be really helpful for some boss clears, especially Coral Rift. Coral Rift can be a little slow with a rapier, so that is a pretty decent find. With the Glorch, maybe Crate should be using that to try and find quick exits, although with the Torch of Foresight for Ocre, it's not going to be making too much of a difference. Now, this will be a slightly faster fight for Crate, but Ocre did do the Ozuma special, which is you sacrifice your Flawless for a quick kill on Conga. We will see that again here, but this is the Earth Zuma special, which means you use the Earth to do the same thing. Pull Conga off the throne and kill him. All right, so a quick map there for Ocre. Gonna get through this quickly. Nice use of the shield spell for Crate to stop the Minotaur in its tracks. Now, a bit of a swarm here, but of course, with that pink shovel, it is always safe as long as you've got a wall next to you. You can just dive in it. A wall you can dig, of course. But the Crate's keeping it close. Crate actually mapping this properly. I think maybe that's the one difference between these two's build is Crate has really good mapping. Crate was going to go for that chest, but is going to push on and actually gets the lead. And that swarm for Ocre was kind of ridiculous. And Crate's just going to push, not even checking the chest. That's what happens when you're racing Crystal. Once you get to zone 4, you're like, well, I got my build. I just gotta go. Okay, we're gonna see a Shrine of Darkness take. Can't imagine Crate not taking this. Yep, there's the Shrine of Darkness take. Now, Ochre may not, but this is, again, mapping for Crate and not for Ochre, which is a difference. But, of course, Ochre has such a... Oh, no! And Ochre gets absolutely crunched by a Golem. Let's see that in instant replay. So my replays are a little delayed, so you can take a look at this. But Ochre is at 2 hearts with no armor whatsoever. And maybe just miscounted this Golem, but you'll see right there, yeah, the Telemage into the Golem. Telemage is... Oh, but we are in Sketchtown here for Crate, who is at half a heart. All eyes on Crate here in the darkness. This is so scary. This is like playing Luigi's Mansion when you're 6 years old. And you're like, this game's not supposed to be scary. Why am I scared? Let's go. Although this game has skeletons and stuff, so I guess that's why it's scary. So heart and a half is not a ton, but oh my god, takes a hit. Now we're going to be checking the shop. A hundo P, finding some damage up. Not going to take that Gi. That's wise. But this is still exceptionally spooky, but a nice grenade huck. Of course, you got grenades. And that's going to make things a lot safer. A nice fortissimo fight coming up here. This shouldn't be too big of a problem. And maybe we'll be able to swap their ring. Now, it's pretty fascinating that this race has totally pivoted this way, given how much better of a lead Ochre has. Or had, I mean. Alright, could freeze there, but is just going to do a standard kill. Going to go for the purple chest, hoping for a ring, perhaps a ring of mana, so we can see earth mana. That'd be great. Nope, earth tomes, though. Going to keep the frost tomes. We are at a heart, though. And Zone 5 does get a little technical sometimes, especially in the dark. Lots of things can just kind of come out of nowhere. So we're going to be checking the shop for safety. We have a torch. We have a ring. It's a ring of regen. Just has to get through this floor. Now, is considering taking a torch. I think that's probably wise. Without the torch, it's a lot easier for enemies to just kind of spring out of nowhere. Nice job waiting on that. We're seeing just a lot of really good patience here from Crate to make sure that they do not go down. And they are going to get a full hard heal here. It feels good. They are now looking a lot safer. Going to play a little more aggressively here. Actually going to take this trapdoor. Now an easy freeze or earth is good. Okay, that worked out. It was a little sketchy, but it's fine. But is now at full health. Taking that trapdoor did give them the heart heal from regen. Meanwhile, on the run back, Ochre has that Ring of War Obsidian Rapier once more with the pink shovel. Kind of have to take that. If you know where it is, it's pretty solid. And a nice, really nice grenade there from Crate. All right. So we're going to see what kind of... yeah, it looks like we're going to be doing a earth freeze. Very nice. That was the greater freeze spell, keeping that for an earth freeze. Only half a heart cost to do that by the blood magic earth, but with the ring of regen, it comes right back. All right. This is a really solid run for Crate. Ooh, missed a lure there. Maybe was a little concerned about the nightmare. Gets a nice lure there, though, and sets up for a really nice one here. This is a really nice fight so far. Okay, missed that one a little bit, but not too bad. And there it is. A really nice fight for Crate. And Crate finishing that one out there, making sure even though they were playing a little scared, they got through it. And so GG's to Crate. Crate's going to get the second loot. Let's take a look at that death, though. Really tragic situation here, given that, you know, sometimes you feel pretty comfy when you've got... Yeah, you got a really good build, but the one thing this build was missing was armor. And that death from an Ooze Golem there. All right, let's get to game 3. Crate versus Ochre, the rubber match, whatever that means. Let's take a quick gander at the stats while we're waiting. Ochre is 127 wins and 35 losses. That's a lot, but a best win of 553s, yes, a sub 6, and 847 average. Crate is a 12-9 winning record. Not nearly as many races raced in this season, but does have a 756 as their best, which they were pretty close to in both of these races, and a 903 average, which I believe they were sub that. All right, this is it. Game 3, final match between these two. And I am looking forward to it. Now, I'm actually going to do a quick check to see if if they faced off before. Where's my stat sheet? There it is. Actually, this might be really annoying to find, so maybe I shouldn't do this, but I will look anyways. Okay, so Crate. Oh yeah, Crate's done a lot of matches. Not as many as Ocre, but we are in week 3, which means that we have allowed for... Oh yeah, it looks like there was a match. Crate Ocre went 3-0 for Ocre. That's right. This is... I forgot about that. Yeah, this is a pretty big matchup, actually, because it was the... like 3 of Ocre's few losses, given all their races, was Crate. So, very interesting. But Ocre did start this set off strong. Did get that first win. All right. And we've got a full obsidian build here. Not full obsidian, but from that blood shop, going to pick up a obsidian cutlass, obsidian armor. Definitely better than what Crate's got, which is not a whole lot. But Crate is ahead, and Crate banking on something nice out of this black chest. I think Ocre trying to use that ghost to get some boosts there kind of bit them a little bit. Now we're not going to see a standard bomb strat here. It looks like we're just going to be pushing this fight. Base dagger death metal is one of the hardest early boss fights, especially if you do it bombless, but seems to be handling it pretty well. We might see a dagger throw here. Yeah, that's smart not to do that. It actually, I think, was the same number of beats. And finds a glass flail. This is really sketchy. We'll see what Ocre continues to do. Ocre's going to be checking here for the glass shop. There is a secret behind it, and it is a cheap torch, but Ocre's not going to take it. Ocre instead is going to swap to a full glass build. So we do have glass v glass. Oh, never mind the swap. You take that. You take that scroll. What if you get a glass cat? I mean, I guess some people just electro dagger is their number one, but you could get a glass cat or a glass rapier and then transmute that into titanium or obsidian. You're gonna have a good, and like there's nothing else in it, and you could afford it, right? I think they could afford it. Yeah, I think taking that is the right call, but that's okay. It's a pretty good pickup, and Ocre is gonna go in and find the same things. Does Ocre... Excuse me. Does Ocre take it? Nope. But Ocre has war drum, so that makes sense. Blood drum, I mean. Okay, so a nice easy fight here. This conga fight. So fast when you have the electro dagger, because it just chains all the way through. It's very, very delightful. And we're going to be checking purple here. Looking for a ring or a spell. Either would be good, as long as they are good. And neither is bad. So we're going to be taking those fireball tomes. Or both. Oh, those are tomes. Oh yeah, that's what they are. What am I talking about? Now, one of the major downsides of the electro dagger is lack of damage. It is only 2, which doesn't quite get over your threshold of 3. Now, I feel like Ocre, that fight, you do not save a lot of time doing the Ozuma special, and that bomb could be precious. That was the 3-bomb threshold, so I don't agree with that. I also think with the electro dagger, you can just kill that fight so fast. Now, Crate taking a bit of a hit there, but is going to heal up and has been doing well to map through. Might want to actually bomb this. Nope, is just going to push to the exit. Ocre is going to just stomp on the... Oh, and pop their ring. That's what happened. Going to stomp on the spike traps to pop their ring to go fast. Ocre is definitely pushing here. You can see it. Ocre has caught up after that somewhat slow bloodshot take that ended up not being anything. What did Ocre just do there? Oh, a blood drum throw. Okay. And we're going to check in purple. It's transmute tomes. That's better for Crate because Crate can actually take them. And the telemonkey? What? Seriously? Oh my goodness, that telemonkey was insane. Ocre's gonna be checking for something, and it's a ring of courage. Oh my god, here we go. insane. And it looks like Crate... Oh, and there's magic cookies there, although it's not going to be as good for Ocre, who was down 2.5 hearts. Where were those magic cookies? Were they in there? They were. Oh my god. It's going to be... Oh, but did the same thing and just got absolutely destroyed by that Golem. Wow, that's funny. They like did the exact same thing. Ooh, now we do have a big dig for Crate. I missed that. So that's going to be now up to the 3 damage threshold, which is pretty good. Now, I don't know why they backed off there. That would have been a little faster had they just kept going. Ooh, but Ocre breaking their glass because of some shenanigans with Pixies and the Electro Dagger. Definitely wanted to let the Pixie kiss you instead of not. Oh my god, big hit on Crate. Now, Crate's trying to keep up here with this Ring of Courage. See if Crate can. This also is a touch sketchy because now Crate's using their bomb up. They've gone down under the 3 bomb threshold. Both racers very low on health. Heavy plate though for Ocre. So some safety. Didn't see that. And Ocre does have a slight lead here. I think Crate's just going to have to push. Unfortunately, those tomes are basically a paperweight at this time. A little sneaky peek, though, and a compass could be good. Earth spell could be very good. Never mind, those tomes came in handy there. All right, Crate avoiding these evil eyes. And is now about a floor behind. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Did Crate just live because of, like, one evil eye not going the full distance? What happened there? I don't know. Crate's at half a heart. The cat changed colors. Yeah, it went from titanium to gold, right? Okay, a little bit of heals here for Ocre, but Ocre is looking sketchy as well. That is on 5-3. And Ocre pushing into the Dead Ringer fight. Not going to be able to use much of this Blood Drum. Also only has 1 bomb. We do have a Oblivion strat. Goes well. Half a heart for Crate. That's really hard to catch up when you're behind and on low health. Gonna check. A Telecrown will keep you alive, and actually the Pulse spell will be a quick Dead Ringer, but not gonna take it. Oh, this is sketchy because now we have Electro. There we go. Nice fireball. Evil Eye there blocking the dragon. This is so sketchy. Necrodancer fight all ready for Ocre here. Just a couple more hits remain. We're going to see Japanese strat here for Crate. Ocre is keeping it together, and Crate going down there. Let's get that replay. As we see the clear here for Ocre. GG's Ocre, what happened? Oh yeah, this timing is very not right. Oh my god. Was that a diagonal? I don't know what happened there. GG's. So Ocre gonna take the 3rd match and get a little bit of revenge from their match earlier against Crate, where Crate 3-0'd. Very good. I want to show this again. This is a big moment here. Watch these evil eyes. Right there. Okay. Did Crate just get saved because one evil eye was ahead of the other evil eye? I want to show this again. Look at this. So gets hit, half a heart. Right there. Why did evil eye left get in the way of evil eye up? Asking the real questions here. What decides that? Yeah, I don't know. These are the mysteries of the game. One is eviler, yeah. Clearly the top one is eviler and the other one got in the way. Took the bullet for Crate there. Interesting. That was an interesting moment. All right, well, that's going to do it for our first match. We do have another match coming up in half an hour. It's going to be Tic-Tac-Foe. And that's going to be versus... Hold on. Tic-Tac-Foe versus Smoke Pipe, of course. Excellent. Oh, there's a lot of good matches coming up. Tang versus Tough is going to be a super duper match. And that's coming up in 2.5 hours. Really awesome. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to play a little, I'll play a little Coda.